The question is it broadcasting? That's the question. Yep, it is. Well, there we go. Hello and welcome everyone, and we are late thanks to some weird bloody problem with YouTube. No idea. So, first of all, the important things in life. 1 can of Dr. Peppers. I'll get sponsorship one day. Right. We'll try. So, today, we have got the plant, the sleeping lily fruit. I believe, do I actually have the things I need to make what I need to make? It's in the backpack, isn't it? Hang on. Virus cure, there we go. Right, I have to... Ooh, it's got dark. That probably means a storm's coming in. Brilliant, right. Take one of them. And go to printer. Make one. Use the virus... Ooh. That's a cough and a half, isn't it? Death is inevitable. They just want you to take the stuff. That's what it is. Right. We take it. Well, that was not very...
A significant change in body condition has been detected. Use medical bed to perform diagnostics.
Medical bed.
Started working. You are slowly assimilating into a new world.
Slowly assimilating. Oh my god. We're the Borg. Right. You need 15 of these for the bed to work. And you have to use the access panel on the bottom. There we go. Did I actually press the right button there? I don't think I pressed the right button. No, I didn't. Blimey. God, this thing doesn't have to take up a lot of your... Use another 15, and this time press the button correctly. Come on. It's not my day today. Come on. 15. Drop there. Go there. Here we go. It's expensive using this med bed. Right. Now let's have a look again. Scan cure. Press and oops. Press and who's hello there, stuff. How you doing? Working and lurking on this rather cooler day today. There you go. Cutscene. Right, create the medicine to stop.
We will save humanity.
We will save.
There is still a hope for everything. We can do it.
Right, so we need to take another one of those. We need to make another cure. Don't take this one though. Drop the seeds and stuff that we've got. Big seed, so it's that one. There it is. Right, food situation. Right, I need fluid. I'm going to have to set a thing off to make sure I've got plenty of food before we do head off into the... There we go. That's how you don't have to stand around waiting for the lure. Right, do I actually have one ready to eat? Yes. And then we can cook that one. Then we can use the bed. And then we've got to go to the Cosmodrome. Cosmodrome's nice and big. plenty of stuff to scan as well. Right. So, spoiler alert, this is endgame. Or end story, I should say. Right, it's saying that I need to go to that one. There's probably one closer, but that's the one it wants me to go to. There's a hole in the barrier there. Gain some height so we're out of the way of the stuff that likes to leap out of the ground at us. Right, we're lock speed there. So whilst we're auto-flying down there, yes, we're going to miss the mountain. That's alright. It's a good idea to miss mountains, we know that, because mountains can be bad. But we're going to talk fuel tanks briefly. There's a fuel tank, all nicely full. And it is connected through a wall point up here to a splitter to two of the engines, which, as you can see, are nicely... Well, one of them seems to have a flame on it. That's weird. I mean, they don't actually show us having any fuel in them. That's obviously just a graphical glitch on that one. Just before I check upstairs, let's just nip into... yeah, we're okay. Got the big water tanks all hooked up as well. But I've got four big upgraded engines on this. And this one, it's even more fun. Fuel tank, again, nicely filled up. Piping system. Each one of these has 2 points on it, but I've got two engines running off one thing. You can see that they're working because of the way it's flippity flop flops. So, but it's a good tidy way to. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Let's try that again. So you only have to go up to one or two fuel tanks, and it covers multiple engines. Saves you a lot of time. And hassle. Right, we need to turn slightly, don't we? Oh, there it is. There is the Cosmodrome. So, get past the barrier, which hopefully I'm not going to clip. I need to gain some height as well, because the Cosmodrome entry is extremely high, and for a reason. It's there to stop you from accessing it too early in the game. Not that you can do anything too early in the game. Right, let's lower ourselves down. I mean, yeah, if you can get to 350, you can land. Here we go. But if you can get as high as I can, then you can actually get your way up into the very top of the building, which is weird because it's not a very safe place to walk. So 340, and they're called Cosmodrome Towers for a reason.
Must be healthy.
Yes, and you've got to be healthy. So but you do get good view from here. You also get a reasonable view of my ship, which I haven't painted. I did when I did this last time. You'll have seen that it was all painted up black and red. Haven't done any painting this time around, just because I was aiming for the second ending. To get the second ending, you've ideally got to do the press and hold that one.
Scan completed. Individual is healthy. Access to
There you go. And this is what you get. Now I better get the scanner ready, because there are things to scan. I'm just thinking, actually, was I meant to scan this? No. You can jump past the scanner, obviously, but the scanner's what opens the door, so if you do bypass the scanner...
The space station is not the place where you should deliver the cure.
I got a flash of something to say that there was something to scan. I'm not seeing it at the minute. Yeah, so the AI is like, oh no,
There's
you don't.
another destination, more promising for the future of humanity. If you give them the cure, the cycle of wrong decisions will simply continue. You can do better.
You can do better. But, ooh, can't. I just thought, can you actually manage to get up there? No, it just falls you short, doesn't it? Yeah. Ooh. There you go. Electronic safeguard. You notice the cockroach logo on the side is very prominent. Range rocket. Scan the rocket. I mean, it's got like the whole elevator system. You can see how it goes up. Right.
The rocket is ready. Please proceed inside. Old mankind has already taken its chance to prosper and fail.
She's definitely not a happy kitty.
There is not enough goodwill worth salvaging among them. They left behind poor and weak and hid in an orbital fortress. They could help their dying king, but preferred to run away.
Bit of metal. I love that. Cheers. More drastic measures. In other words, actually that's more like the flying team's Jeff Bezos.
There will be no return after takeoff.
Here we go up the top. This part of this particular point in the thing actually.
I will not let you take the key with you.
You see. And she goes monkey shit over it, and it's like, no, you're not doing that. See, and she breaks, has a typical hissy fit. It's like, no, I'm going to ruin this. I'm going to break your rocket. So now we go out the back.
Everything is already prepared. It has been prepared since Noah's expedition.
I think she had a thing for Noah.
Some tried to destroy me, putting blame for their extinction on me. I was just an observer created to help nature. And you are part of nature. You just forgot about it. Those who created me decided I was a problem. This was inconsistent with my calculations. You gifted the Earth smog and the genocide of almost all living beings.
The AI thinks she's going to take over the world and all that lot. Under my guidance, yeah.
I prepared everything for a new beginning.
We are screwed. There you go. Because they know that the AI is the one that's responsible for doing stuff. I just realised there's something I didn't pick up. It's a good job you have to go back to your ship. What was that? Keep locked. Well, no, I'm not keeping it locked because the place is knackered. Does look pretty well bashed to hell. Like they did a good job of the braking bit. Right, so I'm now underneath. Yes, I'm underneath where I was. I just realised there's another bit of metal I can probably salvage. Metal is the one thing in this game you are so desperate for every second of gameplay. You need metal. There we go. Oh, hang on, there's another one. Yeah, she well and truly screwed the rocket. Like, now you have to climb over.
You will need a key.
where airships were repaired.
And come to me with a cure.
That is the workshop she's talking about there.
Do not try to fly from another cosmodrome.
There you go.
This accident will happen again and again.
It wasn't an accident. She's a homicidal AI. Right, go to workshop location, research and the... Right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I close that, I'll build another one actually to help demonstrate everything. So if I go back to the thing here, no, everything's researched on there. So if I go in here and go to suit printer and that one, is it that one? Or is it the first one? It's the first one, isn't it? There's his key card. Noah's key card, scientist key card. Oh, maybe it is the other one then. I thought it was in there because it's not in the medical one. There's a lot of stuff you end up making. Maybe it is in the medical one. I'm just too dumb to remember where it is. No, it's not there. That's weird. Unless you have to make it in the... I thought it was just the suit thing that you made it in. Nope. That's weird. I'm not seeing the thing. But anyway, she's marked a nearby location, so that's going to be the workshop. So we will head to the workshop. There it is. There's a lot to do in workshops. Here we go. Very important places are workshops. Back her up. There's important things to scan and all sorts on here as well, which is cool. Now I'm going to have to see... Yeah, I've got the immunity booster running because I used the bed. Right, I need to double check because I know I've got... Let's have a look in... Is that one? Yes, I did make one, but you're meant to be able to make another one. Oh, what? There it is, pen drive with virus. So, see, I make one. There you go. So now in my inventory I've got the virus and I've got the pen drive. And it's on about the AI tree key card, then craft in printer. Now I know I will get rid of this metal first. If I'm not mistaken, metal really is the lowest of the low. There is a big ass machine underneath that allows you to do stuff. Oh, this is actually the workshop I've been to. Cool. In which case this will make life a little easier. There are obviously several workshops that you're able to go to, gather a lot of resources. This is there's a knackered airship down there, no balloons. And if we go down here, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't pick up any of the credits for stuff, but we come out into here. Here's the machine. I mean, it's a big machine. It's like the 3D printer machines you get. And you can sell all of these and get various things. So if you've got a lot of something, it's very useful. You can get extra helium and various things. Pattern cartridges. So these here, for example, if you've got the companion, who's the bug, who I've left on the ship, you can get the extra ones for the different colours. Which reminds me, I've bought the black ones already, if I remember rightly. Right. Inhibitors, metallic paint cartridges, tactical headwear. Boo, 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 boo. It's there. Actually, it was a tier 1 item. There you go. So, yeah, like I said, I don't have the my tokens on me. So, technology tokens, you need 50 to buy the blueprint, and then you can make the key. But we're not visiting the tree, because we did that, and we condemned humanity. The other thing is, of people who have completed the game, there is nearly twice as many people have done, strangely enough, the ending that we're aiming for now, and haven't done the other one. They didn't give in to the AI, which I thought was quite funny. Right, we're going to go back up. Got some making of stuff to do. I definitely need to check to see if I've picked up some more metal from somewhere, because I've got some metal on that one. Thank you. And I've got another. That's a filtering catcher. Oh, this one's got no battery. Damn, let's give it a battery. Unlike the other one, it'll collect resources. I don't think this is a good place for it to run, actually, because there's no metal in this section, is there? Plenty of synthetics. Silicon. Okay. Glass. Metals. Thanks, I'll take the metal. Oh, I should have left the metals in there, so it stacks. I need it to have a metal slot. I'll come back to it. Anyway, that's just going to sit there sucking in the different areas, different levels of metal and the likes. So we'll do that. Where's the silicon? Silicon. Right, here we go. Silicon. So what we're actually going to do is, it's saying that it's still giving us that there, but we've got another. So that's the tower there. Apparently I've still got something to scan at that damaged Cosmodrome tower. That's weird. Right, we need to find another Cosmodrome tower. There's a lot of tall buildings in this area. Also looking for a high point, because the high point looks a bit like a wind farm, but it has a building on it. Hard to see if that might be that's the one I want. We've got a high point coming up. Cool. They look like a wind farm, but they're a single wind farm. And although I've scanned the item off it, I do need to revisit the inside of it. And there, I don't know if people can see, I'll stop a second. We have another Cosmodrome. Well, it looks like a Cosmodrome. It's not showing just yet, right. Let us go to the Cosmodrome.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Yeah. Whoa. Lower. Right, there we go. Lower. Yeah. Ooh, up a bit. Down a bit. Up a bit. Down a bit. Right, we need to go down a bit. Right. Ooh.
Caution.
Right.
A storm is coming.
Oh, bloody hell, there's a storm coming. Right. So I've made it in. Yeah. There's one more thing I need to scan in here. So, if I'm not mistaken, do we do the downstairs bit first? Ooh, circuit boards. Grab the circuit boards. You don't find many of them, strangely enough. And then you suddenly realise you need them when you've got none. So. Come on, get it. Do I need a... I didn't think I needed to crouch there. Apparently I do need to crouch there. And then, oh. And after all that, there was only the one thing that I needed. Right. Did anyone else see the hole in the steps there? Right. And now we use these ladders. I don't need to worry about the glass because I have more glass than I actually know what to do with. Hello. Souvenir mug. There are things that you scan that don't count towards your totals. That's one. Why is that not letting me over that? I'll have to raise the ship and have a check around there in a minute. I'm going to play silly buggers going in again. There's nothing actually to scan though, is there? I was sure there was something up here, unless they've positioned it lower down, but I was sure that's where it was. Right. So if we jump onto that, and jump onto that, and I then jump onto that, yeah. Why am I stuck? It's weird. Oh, then you can crawl underneath that anyway, so that was hilarious. Okay. So apparently I have one more thing to scan. But what is it? Is the question. Right, but I'm getting stuck on God knows what there. Right. We will move here and land. If a little anchor thing pops up just as you're getting close to landing, so it does help prevent you from slamming into the ground, which is extremely useful. Grab the extra water. Grab the battery. There's nothing else there. Like I say, there is something else I've got to scan on this tower, but I'm not sure what. And luckily the Cosmodrome's not far off, although now I can't see it now I'm looking around. I think it's over there somewhere, so if I climb over here... No, there's nothing here. Okay, there's something I've not scanned. Don't know what it is. Come back to it. Not a problem. What we do need to do is head to the Cosmodrome. Actually, let's just... I just thought out some food and water as well, because I am not looking healthy at the minute. Oh, I'll put the cup down somewhere as well. Hang on. There we go. I need food. I also need to dump some water. And I need to drink some water. Let's quickly rest in the bed, and then we'll set off for this last Cosmodrome. And we'll get this other ending popped. Which will not take long. Right, Cosmodrome is... Oh, I've just thought. I do... Oh, I'm doing this backwards. I do need the tree key. Because I've got a feeling I'm going to have to drop the thing in where she is. Right. Otherwise she's going to take out the Cosmodrome again, so... Okay. My maximum speed sucks. I'm going to have to add something.
Landing pod entered the atmosphere.
Is that landing pod going to land right in front of me, is the question. Yep, it did. Landing pods are one of the best places to grab upgrade modules. So we will very quickly caught on my post there. Right, so that one's got 3 in it. No new story on that one. and 2 in there. So there you go, that's 5 upgrade modules. Nice and quick, just like I said. Right, we're heading to... We're going to go back to the workshop, grab that module, the key. Because I've just realised we can't deploy the virus until we get to there. So... I'm heading in the wrong direction. There we go. Now we're heading directly for it. Apparently. Let's just avoid that, shall we? Yes, there it is. Now I've got currency, so I'll go and get some currency out of the cupboard. I will have to amend my speed at some point, because that is way slower than it should be. Hello there, Wolfie, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day on this. Well, the weather's a bit weird, but I don't know what it's like with you down there, but it's not the world's greatest here. Right, so we're going to go and buy the thing, then we're going to have to visit her. I can't remember which currency I need. That one there, I think it is. Right. I should have parked closer to the stairs, it would have saved me a bit. I said that I could have moved in and got my walkway just here, but... Right. So, here we go down the stairs. So, we go in here. There's the tree card. Extremely heavy duty. Can we scan it before we pick it up? No. But we've got it. But like I say, you can... in the cell, I mean, I know I can sell that. I've got plenty of them. And I've actually got plenty of them, so I can afford to sell some of them. But in the purchase side, it gives you all these different bits and pieces. Some of the interesting ones are the things, like I say, for bug. I've already bought the blue ones, but I could get the green ones, or whatever, which I will come back for. Right, doorway. Put my light on so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. It's one thing, it gets really dark at times in this game, and even the flashlight seems to not give you the level of illumination that you'd think it would. And the storms, wow. If you're using headsets, be very careful on your settings, because when those storms hit, they are loud. They be loud. Actually, they're very loud. Right, so I can go here, and keycard, Noah's, scientist, I did not pay attention. I don't have to research it. Oh, there it is. Right, so I've manufactured that, so I will clear out my inventory so it's easier to talk about stuff. Got that, secondary fuel should be helium. Copper is in that one. Currency can go back in that one. You do have to do a lot of inventory management in this. So if you're not keen on inventory management, I suppose it's got a similar aspect to if you're playing, say, Minecraft on that aspect. That one? No, that one's full. Yeah, there is that one, which I was just in. Right, there we go. And pop you in there. Right. So like I say, we've got the virus cure, we've got the pen drive with the virus, and we've got the way to access the AI tree. And I'd forgotten all about the fact we have to visit the AI tree, otherwise we can't stop her from causing trouble. Right, so now, and even in the corner of the screen you can see it says, regardless of which option we're taking at the minute, we need to go to the thing. So hang on. I could drive round, but I'm not going to drive round. Luckily, having a semi-autopilot's quite useful. Hello there, Tim. How you doing? We are flying towards the barrier. What can we possibly do? Oh no! We're going to hit the barrier! Ah! Or we could just do that. Of course, we are about to fly into a giant fucking plant, so yeah, let's not do that. Let's not fly into the giant plant. Right, 1.8 kilometers from tree destination, and then once we've done the tree and we've really pissed her off, that's when we need to get to another tower, another Cosmodrome tower. Overgrown tower reached. Except for the fact I'm not landing there. I did get a nice clean bit of footage, anyone who watched previously, the bits of rock like the one that's just going out of view behind the stanchion there. I actually have a full-on creature coming straight out. And there are creatures that fly in this. We'd found that out. I need to turn. There we go. Overcooked it. Right, she's in front of us there. Right. Which side do we land on? Because it's not the side we're approaching from. Why would it possibly be the side that we're actually approaching from? You know? No, it's the other side, isn't it? We need to go around. Or is it? Oh no, it is this side. My God, that makes a change. Right. So we need to land on the buggered up shipping. I don't know how shipping containers ended up this high up and made into a landing pad, but somehow they were. So again, just pull her forward. Watch for the little anchor icon to appear and slow her down. There you go, anchor icon then. There we go. And we're down. So again, we don't need an oxygen thing. I ran an oxygen booster when I did the other ending, but that's just because I didn't know what was going to happen. And as you can see, this tower is pretty well devoid of everything. So, unlike the others where you've got loads of resources. Right, so we've not scanned one of these, but apparently, there you go. So we can put the key card in. And there's no, everything looks a bit manky and mouldy. But no boxes in this one. So here we go. We're going down under the dirt. Manky manky. New database entry, AI tree roots. You can see there's all sorts of stuff going on. Oof. Right. Yep. You are approaching the end of your journey. Now, the thing is, you do actually get to play free, basically. So we can... It's a broken incubator.
The cure will immunize the children. The modifications I made to the egg
Air
will make
filters.
them able to breathe under the dust. Mankind will become part of nature again.
Force fields. Is there a way through? Oh, there's a doorway here. Right, that's done the force field in.
When people left this laboratory, they activated the safety protocol. I could not turn it off.
So I don't know how well you can see those. I mean, when I highlight them, there's a bit more evidence. I think there's a closer one. Yeah, here we go. We have to go through... Go down the ladder. Is that a good one to the side? There we go. There you go. The Matrix. Babies in jars. I mean...
Proceed with caution. These embryos are at a sensitive phase of their development. The virus has unfortunately already killed some of them. I knew it would come to this. However, I was not able to hold back their development any longer. Prolonged hibernation was beginning to harm embryos. We will calculate the perfect trajectory for the entire Earth's future.
The entire Earth's future.
Left alone. I will always be next to you.
Right, here we go. So we are at...
Now, put the cure in the tube. I will distribute it to all of the unborn.
I'll do that. Alright, I'm going to do this one. Come out. Startup sequence. I'm guessing I'm going to have to do a run like fuck in a second, like. He is looking at you, kid. Nothing's happening just yet. I do think it's funny how it's a USB. Ooh.
I recognize it. This virus will destroy me. Do you understand it? So you have chosen your future. I was trying to save this world. But it wasn't your wish.
I do wonder if just how badly it means... Oh, hang on. You see, I thought I was going to have to go to a cosmodrome and actually install the cure to it.
Miracles do happen after all.
Welcome home, hero. We'll
I did think
prepare
there
a
was
lab
another
to
step.
replicate the cure.
Come, tell us everything that happened.
And of course, that's where you get that. But now it lands me. I have to say, it's well worth having a look at the credits, but those credits do go on for a long time. There's a lot of people involved. But it's well worth having a look at who's there. So yes, now made a choice, right or wrong, nobody knows. But there you go. So, because I've actually now saved mankind, is I've got both endings now. I do think the other one has a slightly longer cutscene on it. And like they say, let's hope this world vision remains nothing more than fiction, which is a very valid point. And I've still got the virus cure on me, which I can stick in one of these cupboards. Yeah, I'll stick it in there. My immunity still classed as low. All these chemicals and stuff that I've got. Now the big question is, now that I've basically done that, what does happen if we go to a cosmodrome? Because we don't need to go to a cosmodrome. So, but you can continue playing through, sorting out your ship, building it up to ridiculously powerful levels, which is quite fun.
A flying creature approaches the airship.
Of course a flying creature approaches the airship. You're just being a twat. Get off my ship! If you actually go to a high height, I mean, technically I am at 400. They've patched it then. There was... you basically... If you were above about 350, 360, creatures couldn't latch onto your ship, which was quite cool. So, we need to find another cosmodrome. There's something I've got to scan. Oh, actually, I think there's about 3 things I need to scan inside the cosmodrome. But the question is, if I've got I'll have to pick that cure thing back up. If I do pick up the cure thing, and we enter a new cosmodrome, what happens? Can I actually launch a rocket? Now, that's the wrecked one. You can see the flames from here. That's definitely a wrecked one, right? Yes. So we just need to turn slightly. We should be alright on this trajectory, I think. Might not be. Something might jump up and decide to give us grief. Oh, we're too high to get that. That looks desolate over there, actually. Let's have a look. Lots of low buildings. That smoking one was another drop pod. Cosmodrome ahead. Here we go.
Colossal life form detected. The spot has been marked on radar.
Right, it's between me and the cosmodrome, but the question is, can we see it? That is the... Oh, there's another greenhouse there. Cool. Ah, there it is. There you go. That's one of the big creatures. That's just one of the ones with the big tail and a few legs. That one doesn't really do much. Some of them do fly up and decide to give you some grief. They do. Yeah, so that's a greenhouse. Brilliant for water supplies. Also, it's not an overgrown one. It's a relatively safe one as well, which is good news. Lots of resources. Where? Oop. Oop. like glitch in the matrix there. Oh, we're actually coming straight on for the... Just need to straighten up a little bit. So, place your bets now. Will it even let us in? Which I'm guessing it will let us in. But will it actually let us try to launch a rocket? Because that is the question. What will it let us do? What will it not let us do? We are landing. Feather those controls. There we go. Right. Let's have that virus back. Because I'm guessing I'm gonna need it if I'm going to crack open and send another rocket.
To get to the Cosmodrome, a candidate must be healthy.
Yep, we know that.
Scan completed. Individual is healthy. Access to the Cosmodrome unlocked.
Ah. But why haven't you opened then? Interesting. So it did let me pass the scan, but it's not going to let me walk around inside the tower. So the only one I've got access to is the one I cracked open. Okay, time to play silly buggers. For those who like to play silly buggers. Stand by, we're going in. Right. Oh. Stop there. Actually, we could do with just going across a little bit more. And you've got caught on the right, so there's nothing. Luckily this has an unstuck button, so when we do things like yippee-ki-yay, that's not an issue. So, hang on, the ship is there, so that's the bit where we come in, walk up, got that bit there, full walkway, then it is, there's a bit of a graphical glitch, then, but that piece there was that's the control tower. There's one of the walkways with the, that's not going to let me, grab them. Ooh, ladder with no floor. Okay. Right, because I'm where I am, I have to do the old unstuck, which is fair enough. Lift, so we don't hit the barrier too much. Right. It looks like I'm probably going to have to do another unstuck to get back on board. Oh. Yeah. We've got the transparent box for the place. Okay. So the question is, That's where it is, but we can't get down to it. Okay. I'm walking on air. Walking on air. This is how they make it so you can have all the detail in the stuff. By bugging it in a transparent box so the game can handle it better. It's a shame the game doesn't have a camera mode, because that would prove really useful for situations like this, just so you can see how much you are walking on air. But it's not going to let me get to that ladder that's in there, unfortunately. Right, so the yeah, I mean there is a bit of room in there that it could. Hang on a minute, I'm underneath. That's cool. So yeah, we have the doorway, the walkway, some chair. I mean, details. How many people are actually going to do what I'm doing and be able to look down and look at chairs? I mean, not many people are going to do that. You see, there's another door there. That invisible wall's kicked in at that point. There's one of the terminals, which I can't gain access to. There you go, rocket launch elevator thing. So that's where you climb up, and this is where you try to launch the rocket, and then she throws a hissy fit, and you can't. But no, if people playing on PC, if you've got, because you have console commands that you can gain access to, so you'd have no clip, and you'd be able to go through here, and you'd be able to actually get to there. You can see it's not just a graphical item. That's actually a proper registered entity within the game, which is why the information's coming up on the side of the screen. But yeah, that would be so cool to be able to go through there and come back at this side. Oh, yeah, it doesn't like me jumping around though, because it's now let's have some health. Health is always a fun thing. Let's have some health. Yeah, but I mean, it does give. If I can get over there without it causing me problems, come on. I think my feet are good. Oh no, my feet are on the surface. But there's the size of the ship from the outside. Closest we kind of have to a camera view, I suppose. I just realised actually I put some more floor panelling down and it's not showing. That's weird. But I've got the 6 upgraded turbines, 4 engines. I know I can get more out of the speed of the ship. But because of where I am, I'm going to have to do an unstuck. But and there was some damage on my ship, I've just realised. So yeah, you can illuminate things because the floor and the ceiling are actually the same panel. So they have the thing. Which reminds me, actually, I just thought if I go back to the unstuck, and I'll drop the cure back in there, because obviously we're not going to need it now that we've done what we've just tried. These are the bloom ceiling panels, looking slightly different. I'm quite sure they colour it really well if you use the system, the paint system, which I haven't really done anything with. Hello, bug. How are you doing? It's chilling. Right, furniture. You have to go to the furniture thing. We go to bug. Here we go. That's the blue, yellow, tactical. There you go, tactical. Ink bulbs. I need ink bulbs, and I have a feeling I don't have enough ink bulbs. because I think I know I've got 2. Let's see. Yeah, so it's 3 each, I think. But it does mean I can refit my 3 for that, 3 for that, 3 for that, and I need the glowweed. 1, 3, and 1. Right, now the glowweed is this one. Add water, add seed. Now the glowweed also gives you the neon, which you need, which is that. That's what you need for like backpack upgrades and various things. Now there is a large backpack, I believe, somewhere in here. I don't know where it is. Got all the garden gnomes, but we will have to investigate. I'll close the doors while I'm here, because whilst my plants are growing, we'll go and find somewhere a little safer to right. Let's turn. Right, so there's a high point. Various towers. I think the high point's probably the safest place to land whilst we're checking out the other stuff that is available. So the only thing now in the way, I mean, unfortunately I can't show the trophy list, but I only have 1 more trophy left to get before I get the platinum, and that is to contract 3 diseases whilst using a booster, any booster, and if I'm not mistaken, actually I just thought, just in case, you have to change the game mode to hard to get it to do it. Right, I've got a minute. I've got a minute and 10. Right, let's retract that a second, and then we're going to move a bit closer. Right, this is actually a different one to the one I was on, because this one has copper and more helium, which is cool. Right. 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 So like I say, it is saying that there's something else I have to find, but it's not in here. I thought it was going to be in there, because I didn't get into that earlier. Right, and we'll just move the... there. Right, that's fine. I will set off another set of plants because we need the things, and we will do our sporty bit with our... let's get these bulbs done first. And then we'll go here, and we want and then this glow should be just about done. Glows. There we go. Oops. So we can actually set a couple of the things going. So let's have the tactical backpack. A lot of things on the furniture thing will take between 20 seconds and a minute to do. Oops. I think I just clipped
Printing completed.
the thing. Right, there we go. So we've got the first item. Right, we can't make the others just yet. Nope, I need that one. So if we remove that one, put that one on, there you go. We've got the tactical backpack. Gives you exactly the same inventory levels, but it gives you a different colour scheme. First aid kit, some food. Nothing there. We will have to take the battery and stuff, but that's weird. Now, what can we get? Come on. Take the plate. Oh, that's weird, that's empty. Considering. More circuit boards. Freshly pulled from old computers. And considering where they are, you can imagine they're going to be somewhat moistly corroded, because yeah, I can't see that being the best of places. Ooh, missed one. Missed two. Yeah, the recycler doesn't break down machine parts, unfortunately, which is a pain, because otherwise you'd be able to gain metal and various things. And like I say, metal is probably the #1 large expenditure in this game. So regardless of what else you actually try to gather, we can't scan that, can we? No, we can't scan that. Nothing there. And this just takes us up to the top where we were a moment ago with the thing. So, where on earth? Almost walk on top of the balloon. Almost. Something flashed there. Notice we've got the glass. We don't need to worry about the glass. Right. And that's the that's the damaged version of the walkway that we've got. So we pull back, turn, and lower, and we can grab That was a very harsh landing. Very harsh landing indeed. And I got the water from up there, so it's this one. God, that's what it is that I have missed out on this tower, but I have missed something on this tower, which is weird. That we seem to have missed out on whatever that tower was. Right, we will do a quick sleeps. Actually, just before we do that,
hydration level is decreasing.
Hydration level, yes. Well, I'll have a drink in a minute, Missy. Add water, add seeds. Right, and the great thing about doing that means that when we come here and do a sleep to regain our stamina levels and everything, because your stamina, the more tired you are, your stamina bar drops a lot. And it gets used up faster as well. Which is quite cool. Right, so there we go with that. Now I can go and grab... Ooh, they've still got time to go. Ooh, now you see the other stuff seems to work. These seem to work on real time. That's annoying. Right, so we want tactical footwear. And that's the 30-second print for the footwear. Yes, breath pearls are something you have to grow, so you can make the liquid oxygen.
Printing completed.
And at least when you... Yeah, it's ink bulbs I need next for that. So the liquid oxygen, which is this stuff, like it says, it gives you an extra 100 oxygen. So when you're in the dust layers searching out the suburbs or something, it's very helpful. Right, we need to open you, and we need to put your tactical footwear up. There you go. You've got your Kevlar tactical footwear, which apparently only go on your front feet, and leg braces. Why only on your front feet? That's a bit on the weird side. Okay, fair enough. Minute 43 for that. So yeah, we got the other ending. We got the... we do need some more food. I didn't really go into the water tank bit, but these things, these are the tall ones. If you go to a greenhouse, make sure you've got some of these big bottles, and it just enables you to be able to store a lot. And running backwards and forwards to one greenhouse, it's an unlimited supply of water. You can top up all your water tanks, and then you're not having to use the little these things. I did on my other one use the other collector, which is this one, which also hooks up to the pipe system. So you can hook that directly into a water tank. It costs you more to do the filter, but the filter allows you to whereas the condenser membrane, which is that one, you're replacing after you've got 5 water. And this, the pipe connected membrane, it's every 100 to 150-ish water. So well worth doing. And if you hook it up to tanks, you don't even need to swap water between one to the other, because it will just fill it, which is like super cool. Right. Growth time. There we go. And plant another seed. So at least that one's underway. Then we can go back over. We'll give our little bug friend his tactical headgear. And again, for 30 seconds to print. If only real 3D printers worked as quickly. It is interesting how it does little packages for you instead of printing the item, but graphically I suppose it's
Printing
easier.
completed.
Right. Oh, he's sat up. Hello, dude. Let's give you... There we go. He's got goggles. He's ready. I'm surprised he doesn't have a full hat, but he's got goggles. He's happy. He looks happy. He's gone to sleep. Okay, he might not be happy, but he's gone to sleep. That's the important thing. Anyway. That is it for now. Forever Skies. Getting the alternate ending in the big ship. And that will be it for today. So, I'll see you back on Tuesday with some more of whatever it is that gets done. And I hope you all have a great day. Catch you all later. And bye for now. And it also helps if I press the right button, of course. See you all later. Bye for now.